Manifesting and quantum leaping has everything to do with going into and leaning into the shadow that you're experiencing, or the trigger that you're experiencing, or the pain that you're experiencing, or the discomfort that you're experiencing. It is only when we can lean into it, that we can feel it fully, that it actually starts to dissolve. Welcome, Badass Manifester. I am so glad you are here. I'm your host and head coach, Ashley Gordon, master mindset and manifestation biz expert, founder of the Quantum Coaching Certification, and multiple six-figure entrepreneur obsessed with empowering you to create quantum leaps in your energy, your life, and your business. This is the show to help you make magic your everyday normal, where the ripple effect is real and the guest experts are world class. My mission is to power your conscious and subconscious mind with manifestation teachings, business tools, and coaching techniques to put your potential into action. Consider this your weekly up level. Are you ready for quantum transformation? Let's do this. Hello, Badass Manifesting family. All right, finally a solo. I had to give myself some grace over the last week when I didn't put out a solo because we were, riding the Receive Like a Quantum Coach launch. So we had the launch going on, and now I'm coming off of the launch and feeling more spaciousness in my schedule to be able to tap in and pour into the podcast and to all of you. So since you've listened to this, or since we talked last, what has happened? We had the Receive Like a Quantum Coach launch, and we have some beautiful souls coming into that program. I'm so grateful, so excited. We also were able to do scholarship applications, which have been so incredible to read and be able to give back in that way. I'm so excited for that. And we're starting our Receive live calls on March 1st. So if you feel called to step into that program and you want to work together for 4 weeks in an intimate group, just DM me and we will see if it's the right fit for you. The program is 11/11, and there are lots of payment plan options, and also a few more scholarship opportunities that will go to people that identify as BIPOC or are part of the LGBTQIA+, or both, or any marginalized community where you feel like you want to be part of this program. I would love to hear from you, and we can give you the application for that, but it has to happen before March 1st. So I just wanted to put that out there. I am so blown away by what came up for 2222. So this episode, I'm just going to be flowing with you guys. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. There's some potent messages that want to come through. So there's no super clear topic, but just a couple messages that I want to get out. So by the time you are hearing this, we've been through the 2222 portal. And I think that if you're on Instagram, this date that, is super special that we'll never have again, right? It had a lot of expectations around it. I personally felt where everyone is posting this is, you have to be high vibe, set your intention, manifest what you want, all of that. I'm all for that, right? But also there was a lot coming up for me on that day, and I imagine that other people had things come up for them, and I kind of felt like I was fighting myself. And I was like, oh my God, you can't be feeling this way in your life right now because you need to be focused on manifesting your intentions. And I was fighting the shadow work. And there's been a lot of lessons coming up in my life and a lot of teachings and learnings. And I am the type of person that used to avoid all of that, right? If there was something coming up, I would just pretend like it wasn't there. I'm fine. I'm good. Everything's good. And now in my life and in my journey, and for a long time, I say, when shit comes up, run into the fire, right? Lean into the discomfort. And so instead of me trying to force myself to focus and write my intentions of what I'm creating on this portal day, I had to sit back in my discomfort. And lean into the feelings of what I was experiencing and know that actually is manifesting, right? Manifesting and quantum leaping has everything to do with going into and leaning into the shadow that you're experiencing, or the trigger that you're experiencing, or the pain that you're experiencing, or the discomfort that you're experiencing. It is only when we can lean into it, that we can feel it fully, that it actually starts to dissolve. And so I just want to give you permission that if you're really focused on manifesting all the things, that's beautiful. And don't disregard, allow whatever you're feeling to also be part of that process. It's not a separate process. It's one process. And when we can allow ourselves to be all that we are in our multidimensionality, right? We are the goddess, we are the creator, we are all of it. We are the shadow as well. We're all of it. And if we can allow all of those parts of ourselves to be what they are, only then can they integrate into the wholeness of who you are. So with that being said, I really want this episode to be like a permission slip for you to just allow yourself to experience whatever is coming up for you, because that is the portal to your next level of expansion and consciousness and growth, right? If you can really see that the person that's triggering you is actually a sacred contract that you agreed upon on a soul level before you even came here to have, in order for you to experience, expand, learn, grow, all the things. And I know. Why did we choose this? Why did we choose this Earth School? Why do we have to have so many lessons? But this is when we can start to dance with life. When we start to understand that this is just the way that it is. And it can be magical. And it could be dreamlike. And it could be blissful. And it could be all of it. It could also be really fucking hard sometimes. It's all of it. And we chose this. We chose this experience. It's almost like one time I took mushrooms with a friend, one of my best friends, in college. We were studying abroad. We were in Amsterdam. They're totally legal there. It's so weird. You can go to a store and buy them. I don't know if it's still that way. But we went and we did mushrooms. It was my first time. And I remember taking the mushrooms and feeling like, I started to feel them really kick in. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't know, what's happening. And my friend looked at me and she goes, Ashley, we chose this. We chose to feel this way. We took this substance and we chose to go into this altered state of being. And I was like, oh yeah, we chose this. Okay. All right. Yeah. You're right. This is temporary, right? And I want you to know that it's the same thing with life, right? Everything that we're feeling, it's meant to be moved through. It's not going to be there forever. And it's allowing you to process whatever trauma or negative emotions or traumatic events or triggers that have been part of your journey, whether it's been in this lifetime or past lifetimes or past generational, right? We're doing all sorts of work here. I had a beautiful psychic friend, Courtney Taylor, who you guys probably know from the podcast. She said to me, she's like, you have done so much work in this life that you've actually healed your mother. Whew. That was really intense. And also I see it. I see the work and I see her, I see my mom and how far she's come and how amazing she's doing and how she's living her life now. And we have that ability to help others heal through our own embodiment of healing. So that was something that I just wanted to get out and say, and also give myself permission, because I'm processing some things as well and moving through triggers and things that have come up in the recent weeks. And you know what? I just have to give myself grace. There's days where you want to get all this work done in your business or you want to show up, but the reality is that you're moving through something. And so I'm so blessed that I have a business where I can step away, and if I need to take a nap or if I need to go just take a mental health day, I can do that. And I have a team that supports me, and I've created that and built that. And for that, I'm so proud of myself for. And it's important to consider when you're building your business, when you're building your life, when you're deciding on how you want to run your business. I remember in the beginning, I just kept forgetting that I was the boss the whole time. I kept forgetting that I make the calls. I make the shots. I'm not glued to it being one way or another. But sometimes we get so stuck in our own boxes that we forget that you created the box in the first place. And so I had to get real with myself over and over again as I was building my business on like, okay, what business structure creates and supports the lifestyle that I want to live and the freedom that I want to have. Because you can have a business and not be free. Believe me. You can have a business and be an employee of your business. And maybe you left your 9-to-5 job just to be an employee. At least you're an employee for yourself. But it's a whole different kind of thing. And it doesn't have to be that way. So I want to give you permission to start to recognize the box that you may put yourself in. And you can journal on this. Ask yourself, what box have I created for myself? And get real about what limits, what structures, what beliefs you have around you that are either helping you and supporting the life that you want to create or keeping you small. So I think in summation for this really quick, powerful episode, this is all about permission. It's permission to feel everything that you feel. It's permission to make up your own rules. It's permission to take a step back, to take a bird's eye view and say, okay, what structures have I put in place that I'm tolerating? What boundaries do I need to put in place so that I'm no longer tolerating these made up structures, right? And I will say that I have set some powerful fucking boundaries because the previous structures that I had in place were not working for me. So I had to create new ones. And this is a permission slip for you to create what you want and what you need for you to feel the most aligned, alive, and woke, and connected to your purpose, connected to your mission for being on this planet. So sit with that and journal it out. Like, take some time. And if you're not a journaler, just really do some self-inquiry around like, where can I give myself more permission in my life to create the freedom that I truly desire? Freedom of your expression, of your emotions, in your business, in your life, financial freedom, like all the freedom. Freedom takes on so many different forms in our life. So often we just tie it to one, but it's so many things. So that's what I have today. I am so excited. So I didn't get to announce this on the podcast, but I had a amazing bundle that I had for you guys. It is the I'm So Money bundle. It's a bundle of powerful meditations, powerful hypnosis. The feedback that we have, I mean, just on the hypnosis and the meditations alone is unbelievable. It has my intention setting masterclass in there. It has workbooks. It has tapping. It has a lot of things. And it was on sale for like 4 days. And then I took it down, but I never got to announce it on the podcast. And I barely promoted it. You know why? Because I gave myself permission not to. And you know why I'm doing it now? Because it feels aligned. Even though it's not actually technically still on sale, I am going to allow anyone that's listening to the podcast to get the I'm So Money bundle for $77. It is super reasonable and it is super potent and powerful, and I'm super excited for you guys to access it. So definitely check it out. The link will be in the show notes, and if you DM me and tell me that you want the I'm So Money bundle link, I will send it to you in the DMs. But if not, it's very easy to access because it's in the show notes. So just click it and you will be able to tap into this potent, powerful I'm So Money bundle. Super excited for you to get your hands on that. And just a note, if you already have the Manifest Your Magic bundle, which is my signature manifestation course, you don't need this bundle because all of that is already in there. Okay, and before I sign off, I want to keep my promise. And I told you that I was going to give you a shout out if you left a 5-star review for the podcast. Okay, so I have Love Lex. Shout out to Love Lex. Ashley and her team are fire. If you have not yet listened to Ashley's show, do it now, not tomorrow, but now. It's worth it to start from the beginning and listen to every single episode. She's truly inspirational, life-changing. I typically cry from excitement a few times each episode. She's forever one of my top 5 favorite podcasts of all time. Shout out Love Lex. Appreciate you so much for listening, for being so incredible, and for your amazing words. I truly, truly do appreciate it. And if you have not yet left a review, I would so greatly appreciate it. We are almost at 1 million downloads, you guys. This is like amazing. I can't wait till that day and I get to have those 1 mil balloons, and it's going to be awesome. And that's because of all of you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And again, would love a review if you just go to the iTunes and hit review, hit those 5 stars, and let me know what you think. All right, everyone. I'll see you on the next episode. Have a beautiful day. Woo! We did some work today. Thank you so much for listening. You know I love my BAM fan. If this episode resonated with you, please share it with someone who you know would love it too, because we live for the ripple effect over here. And how can you best support the show? Make sure you're subscribed, hit the 5 stars, and leave a review on iTunes, and let me know how the podcast has impacted you. I love being part of your real-time journey, so screenshot the episode and tag me and my guests on Instagram at ManifestWithAsh. Now say it with me. I am my own power source. I am the master of my own energy, and I deserve everything that I desire. We don't just talk about it over here, we be about it. Now go get 'em.